everybody. It's your birthday Lowedown. My name is David, and we're very special episode of Hi-5 today. My guest for episode 10 is my daughter, Amanda. Um, so, super weird. It's going to be interesting. We got Movie Hunter. Thanks for joining us. Please smash that like button. Turn us on. Well, thanks for jumping in. We have to go with the speaker on the computer. Is that a little better? That's not really bad. I don't know where the microphone is on
Dude, I don't know.
the laptop.
This is new stuff. I don't technology.
I know you don't technology. I do. I technology and I math. So please let us know if that sounds better.
Anybody.
Because anyone, Bueller, better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Basement Blues. Hey Tony, thanks for jumping in. So tonight, what I did was I asked Amanda to pick 5 of her favorite movies, and after going back and forth for quite a while, I had her pick one per genre. And so we got an interesting variety that we're going to talk about.
It's not necessarily my favorite movie in the genre, but one I will definitely just watch over and over again.
Yeah. Turner fan wants to know if you have your AirPods on.
I don't know what AirPods.
She does an AirPod.
I have some Beats headphones. They don't die as fast.
No. I know. Rich's AirPods have a 2-hour limit. All right. Ready to get started?
Sure, try not to laugh at my damn stupid joke.
That's all we do is laugh at damn stupid jokes.
So I know, but I'm trying. We're just getting started. I'll laugh more later.
Oh, great. You just hit yourself in the nose. She brought the jokes tonight.
No, I didn't.
No, she's not bringing them. She's gonna be in there. Though.
They're just gonna happen.
It's just gonna happen,
and it's gonna be bad.
Random jokes.
It's gonna be
all throughout,
bad.
And yeah, there's no telling what the banner between us will end up being. So that could prove to be a very interesting show. All right, so I had you pick 5 movies, and let's go by genre, because what we did, I had her eliminate 2 genres right off the bat. So what'd you get rid of?
Horror and thriller.
Right. So she got rid of horror and thriller because that's just not her thing.
No.
So I had her pick one from each of the other genres.
But we also skipped sci-fi.
We skipped sci-fi because you couldn't decide on a sci-fi movie. And then later on, it was like, oh, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I would have done that, but
it's too late. I already watched him.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Rob? Hi. Robert's on the show. Got a good crowd tonight. I'm really happy to see that. All right, so let's start with the first movie. We're going to go action. Your action pick was?
Triple X, Revenge of Xander Cage. I'm trying to remember.
Return.
I was close.
Return, close.
It starts with an R.
Triple X, The Return of Xander Cage. So this is number 3 in that trilogy, and I think it was my favorite.
It's definitely mine. I don't remember the first 2.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the first one was him.
Well, obviously. And the second one was Ice Cube.
And the second one was Ice Cube, and then the third one actually had both of them. So
yeah, a bunch of other people.
So that was kind of fun. All right, so we'll bring up IMDb.
Okay.
And take a look at that. That way you can look at cast. Okay, so we look at the cast, and remember how we score the cast? 2 if you recognize the person by face and name. 1 if you only recognize the face. So what would you give the cast?
Don't do this to me.
Okay.
Okay. There's Vin Diesel. There's Ruby Rose or Rosie Rose.
Rosie Rose.
I'm trying to remember people. Donnie Yen. Samuel Jackson. What the fuck else is in it? I just watched this. I can't remember anybody.
Kumquat.
Oh, Nina Dobrev. So
That's
fine.
10.
We're at 10, and then there's like a bunch of other people that I could name, but my brain's not working.
Brain's not working. Put you on the spot, and
Oh no, Amanda's not good on the spot.
not good on the spot.
Mm-mm.
All right. So what'd you think of the acting in the movie?
Well, it wasn't great.
No.
But I didn't expect it to be great.
Right.
I wanted an action movie.
This is not what you come in for. You do not come in for the acting in this movie, especially when it's Vin Diesel is like the main guy, and you're like, okay.
No.
All right. So scale 1 to 10, because cast is a 10.
Yeah, I probably.
And they weren't all gems.
No.
I don't think any of them were gems. I did like the Indian lady. I thought she was good.
Yeah, she does a lot of good stuff.
She does a lot of good stuff. I didn't know her name. I didn't recognize her, but I thought she was probably the highlight acting wise.
Acting wise, yes.
Yeah.
So I'd probably give acting like a 6.
Okay.
It was okay, but it definitely wasn't great. Just kind of subpar acting, and I'm okay with it.
Okay. So since we have all the movies,
yes.
Third thing is the plot. So basically, the plot is I'm going to read you the back of the box.
Can you read it?
I might need the magnifying glass.
Do you want me to read it?
I don't know if I want you to read it because you weird. You don't read it.
So.
Hold on. Yeah, I can.
The button.
I can do it. No, we don't need the button. I think
you don't need the
we're
button?
good. It's still daylight. We're okay. Calm down.
Shit.
Okay.
Read the box.
Yes, ma'am. Vin Diesel returns in the most extreme, explosive, and exhilarating XXX yet, when a group of lethal mercenaries steal a high-tech weapon that poses a global threat. The world needs super spies, Xander Cage, recruited on a mission to kick some ass, save the day, and look dope while doing it. Prepare for the high-octane thrill ride critics are calling a crazy stunt-filled action spectacular. Okay, so based on that, not knowing who was in it, how likely on a scale of 1 to 10 would you be able to watch it?
A 9. That sounds like so much fun. It's exactly what I want in an action movie.
So much fun. Get it.
Look dope while you're doing it.
Yeah. I love that line. It's my favorite line of the movie.
Best line. No, it's not my favorite line. Kumquat.
Kumquat. My safe word is kumquat. Mine is biscuits, actually.
Acting reminds me of blood sports acting.
Yeah, well, it's pretty much the same.
Well, action movie.
Yeah.
You don't really want it to, you don't need it to be that great to enjoy the movie.
The acting in here is basically like that. Yeah. Kick some ass, save the day, and look dope while you're doing it. It doesn't say act well.
No, that was not in the job description.
It's not in job description. So, we had to get stunt actors for Jason Statham to do this.
Not in there.
No, he's not in there. But it was Paul Bettany.
I remember.
You remember
Paul
that?
Bettany.
Paul Bettany. I don't know if anybody else can hear it, but my granddaughter, her daughter, is loving Toy Story 4 right now. All right. Next thing is the ending. So if you remember the ending, because we just watched it a couple days ago, what reminds you of the ending? Okay. The plane, and they jumped out of the plane. He jumped out of the plane.
Right, there's like a big boom.
And the boom, and he lands.
And then the big action scene with
X takes care of its own, and the car, and Ice Cube comes in and pulls a Chuck Norris and blows everybody up.
I'll give it a 10. I was very entertained.
Okay. Very entertaining. Are you not entertained? Okay. So extremely entertaining. So story. So when we're talking about the story, beginning, middle, and end, did it make sense? Were there holes in it? Did you were like, okay, maybe the story was kind of written in crayon, but it was entertaining, so it didn't have to be like this complicated story or go anywhere?
I
Or...
wouldn't say it definitely wasn't complicated.
No.
I wouldn't say it was written in crayon.
Right.
So I'd probably give it like a 7 because I really liked some of the pieces to it. Like
Yep.
I really enjoyed the little game cards they did for when they introduced new characters. That was fun.
Oh, I love that when they do that.
That was really fun, especially with the with the little weird things where it was like Ruby Rose's gamer tag was
Lady Boner.
and the
And
what's that word?
Nick's
Oh,
was like
special skills,
fun to be around. Thumbs high. That's great. All right, so now we're talking genre and type. So I have this as an action movie, and the type of movie is a heist movie because they're trying to steal something, right?
Right.
Okay, so first thing is the violence in the movie. How would you rate the violence here on a scale of 1 to 10? And this total, explosions, fighting, guns, all that.
How is it not a 10?
Right?
It kind of has to be a 10. That's like the whole movie. It's just
the
violence and explosions and action.
That's what it's about. If you can't give it a 10, then this movie blows. And there's Jerry. Thanks, brother. Appreciate it. All right, so 10 for violence. And yeah, I'm totally on board with that. The only reason I know we lost our fan because it muffled our sound.
Yeah,
So.
well, I got a lot of hair, so
I know.
it's a problem.
I have hair, but it's just not on my head.
I know. You have a sweater.
I'm thinking about maybe if we move the fan behind us to blow our backs, it'd be better.
It wouldn't be the worst idea.
It's not a horrible plan, right? All right, maybe we'll do that.
Before I melt.
Yes. All right. The next thing is the pace of the film. So, kick me.
Me too. You moved your foot, I moved my foot. It happens.
Okay. So, pace of the film, 1 to 10. This is it drag in any parts? Is it slow anywhere? Or is it like balls out all the way through?
It's pretty balls out all the way through.
Pretty balls out all the way through. So, scale of 1 to 10, what would you give it?
9.
Okay. Yeah, I'm down for that. And then the last thing for the action genre is the special effects. And this is where you get into stunt work and the fights and a little bit more deeper into it. What did you think of the special effects here with the explosions? Because there was some CGI going on.
Yeah, not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot, but with the plane and everything, that was kind of CGI.
Yeah, that's pretty good,
If we can, yeah.
Move the fan?
Let's see if we can move the fan.
Special effects. Yeah, when you said special effects, I was thinking like
Fan.
with all the extra with regular CGI with like comic book movies and shit.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, there wasn't really a whole lot of that. Where's the hole? There it is.
Sorry.
At least I could find it. Here, you adjust that. I don't know what you did. I was thinking we should move the plug for it?
We can. That's probably a good idea.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Why is it so hard to get out? Got it.
All right. Good job.
Did it. Fully capable.
There. I'm here, so now the show may start. Thanks, Cody. I appreciate that, bro.
Wait, that's his screen name?
Yes.
That's your screen name, Cody? Alright.
Really me. Everybody's saying hi to you, Cody. So yeah, now okay. Don't be alarmed. I'm here. We can now begin. Thanks, Cody. I really appreciate it. We've been holding the show for you.
Totally was waiting.
Totally.
We
It's been
start
like
it all.
it's like, oh, now that Cody's here, let's finish with this movie. Yes. Is that better?
Yeah, it feels better.
Good. All right.
No, I'm less melting.
Less melting.
Melting slower.
Yes. It's a little better. A little less shiny.
No, I'm still shiny.
I'm shiny. Well, okay. All right. So special effects, 1 to 10. What did you think?
9.
All right. Okay. So with a heist movie, we're looking at the heist itself, like the planning and the stuff that goes through trying to steal the stuff. So what did you think about that on a 1 to 10?
It wasn't really a whole lot of planning. There was some.
There was some,
but it was like minor, and like shit just hit the fan like immediately.
Yeah. What was
Plan
like
just went to
the-
hell.
The planning was like when Donnie Yen's team stole it the first time. That was kind of
that was planned.
That was planned. That was executed
beautiful.
perfectly. That was awesome.
And then like Xander Cage comes in and is just like, no, there's
And
no
then-
more plans.
Yeah, no
We're
more plans.
winging
We're
it.
just
Just
improvise everything.
roll the dice.
Make sure you flush the airport toilet twice. The airplane toilet.
It's gonna take two
It's gonna
flushes.
take 2 flushes. All right. So scale of 1 to 10, high stuff.
Give it like a 7.
Okay. And then the last thing I like with a heist movie, because a heist movie has a group, chemistry
Ooh,
between
yes.
between the team. What would you give the chemistry
I
on 1 to 10?
give that 10.
Nice.
I love the chemistry.
Good group. I
Great
like
group.
those guys. All
Exactly what I
distinct
wanted.
personalities, even down to Tony Jaa with his
weird.
Michael Jackson thing that he was
Yeah,
doing.
Michael Jackson is like Bruce Lee.
Bruce Jackson?
No.
Michael Lee?
That's all bad.
That's all bad.
Don't.
He's doing his Bruce Jackson He's off. And then he goes into different tracks.
You did great.
I love it. That's great. It was fun. All right. Yeah, I had a minute. I did. It was supposed to be a second. I did. I was too busy worrying about the fan, so you wouldn't know. You want to see and I'm melting, but I've got more fat in my belly, so it's not good. So it'll take more time for me to do that. Yeah, yeah. When it rains, and I'm like, I don't want to go run in the rain, and that's it. So, well, no, you'll be okay because you'll know. Okay, but then shit dissolves, so you're probably in trouble.
I think the mic will be on. Volume drop. Should I just be louder? Would that help at all? Was it the fucking fan?
I don't know. It might be the fan.
Well, that would be depressing.
That would be depressing because we're melting. Oh, I got an idea.
Good, because I don't have any ideas at all. This is not my job.
That is not my job.
It's not my job. This isn't my show. I'm just here.
Yeah, okay.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Happened earlier too. Well, thank you for the feedback on the sound because it's ridiculous. And I have a message.
Where are you?
What are you looking for?
I'm looking for my external microphone.
I thought weren't you supposed to do that earlier? I thought you couldn't find it.
Shut the hell up.
Oh, you shut up. You're mean. Oh. Movie Hunter says it just picked back up. Might be a connection.
I think it's because I'm using the mic on the laptop.
I think it's because you left and it sounds better with just me.
Wait. What's that number between 1 and 1? Is that it? Is this
Read
the number?
between the
Read
lines.
between the lines?
Well, I started clicking on the messages after my dad walked away to find his microphone. It was the only reason that the messages popped up because he left, and I was like, "Ooh, people are talking." I'm glad you find us entertaining. It's like this all the time. My mom hates it with like a passion. You having problems? I can't entertain people by myself, Dad.
Apparently you can.
I'm trying. This is like weird.
It is. It's weird when you have to talk to yourself, right?
Yeah, I'm like talking to them and like yelling at you and trying to talk to myself, and it's very complicated. There's a lot going on.
Bah!
There's stuff everywhere.
Let me see. I don't know if this is gonna work. This is either gonna be really good or really bad.
That's what she said. Mom's not here to hit me.
Lucky for you, she's upstairs.
I know.
Yeah.
She'll probably throw something. Is it on?
I don't know yet. La la la. No. I don't think that's working. Is that working? I don't know. I was saying we are pretty loud.
Oh wait, it worked a little better when I was closer.
Well, yeah, because the. Well, I don't know.
They have a little Debbie's Nutty Bar flavor for ice cream. That's cool.
Yeah, I'd have to fart around with that a little bit more, so we're not gonna do it.
Yesterday.
I should have
Yeah,
tested it.
it's fine.
See, that's better.
We'll be fine.
We'll just do that.
We tried the microphone.
Yeah.
It's not working.
The mic, I gotta play with the output on that mic, and I just haven't. So, fuck it.
Little Debbie ice cream. What did I do? I didn't mean to do that.
You just pinned it.
Dad,
will you
fix
stop? Will you stop technologing?
I did great while you were gone. I don't know what happened. I shouldn't be doing
Little
things.
Debbie Nutty Bar flavor.
I wouldn't try it.
That just sounds awful for me. That
Well-
sounds like diabetes in a bucket.
Well, they all sound like diabetes. I think my mom would like it and Piper would love it, but I'm not. I don't do
Luckily,
peanut
even
butter.
without sound, there's good-looking people on the screen, and
Aw.
Dad.
There's at least one.
At least one good-looking person.
You're adorable.
Thanks. No, you said I was adorable.
You're not ugly.
Oh, thanks. Okay.
Anyway.
All right, let's go to the second movie. All right, we're going to animated, and your animated movie choice was
Kubo and the Two Strings.
Kubo and the Two Strings. I loved watching this again. That was a lot of fun.
I was happy. It's been a while.
Yeah.
Almost all the animated movies we watch now are just on
Or
streaming
just
services.
for and just for the Piper. So
Yeah, because
no.
That's an order. That's funny.
Are you giving me orders now?
I think he's trying to do it to me. That's funny, sweetie. No.
Confidence. No, I'm confident that I'm not as attractive as I used to be.
No, I've seen pictures. You were adorable.
I was.
Short as hell, but adorable.
I found my graduation picture, and then I burned it. So. Okay, so Kubo and the Two Strings.
Piper.
Okay, so let's go cast for Kubo.
Okay.
So does Dynamite.
Well, we're all short here. So.
We are all short here, considering I'm the tallest one in the house.
Which is sad.
Sad. It's really sad.
It's really sad.
It's really sad. These cupboards were not made for me.
Nothing in this house was made for us.
No way. Because both my dad and stepmom were over 6 foot. So Kubo and the Two Strings. Do 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 do.
You making a dance?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, like the. This is
Oh.
the story of the.
Okay. If you have to blink, do it now.
Do it now. And there it goes.
And And nobody
Okay.
wants to blink.
Okay, cast. So,
I know that Matthew McConaughey is in it.
mm-hmm.
And what's her tits? Charlize Theron.
Charlize Theron.
God, she's gorgeous.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody else that's in it.
Okay.
I don't think. Oh, wait, no. Ralph Fiennes. That's Voldemort.
Yeah. Rafe Fiennes. George Takei.
Rafe. I'm so bad at names. George Takei. So that's 4. And then I don't think I recognize anybody else's name.
Okay. All right. So that puts you in an 8.
Yeah.
Solid.
As long as I can recognize anybody from the animated. So.
Yeah. But I mean, from the voice, could you recognize? I mean, you could recognize Matthew McConaughey and Charlize Theron easy, but
No.
I could.
I only knew they were in it because they were advertised to be in it.
Oh, all right. Okay. Acting. What do you think of the acting here? This is an interesting.
Different from voice acting.
Yes.
Fuck.
Voice acting is going to be a different score.
How's that? What is this? What am I supposed to rate it on? Because no, they're animated characters.
Yeah, but did you feel the emotion in their voice? Did they, did it convey any feelings to you? Because the voice acting is basically and you'll give it a high score because the voice acting score is based on if you recognize the voice of the actor.
Oh, I'm so bad at that.
Yeah. And since you didn't, that's a good thing. That makes that score pretty high.
Okay, well that helps that question.
Yeah. So get back to acting.
I'm thinking. I think it was pretty good. It wasn't like amazing. I didn't feel everything, but I'd say probably like an 8. I'd give the acting like an 8.
All right, that's solid.
Yeah.
Okay, plot. You ready?
No. Ow! Here's your thingy.
Thank you. Oh yeah. So Kubo mesmerizes the people in his village with his magical gift for spinning wild tales with origami. When he accidentally summons an evil spirit seeking vengeance, Kubo is forced to go on a quest to solve the mystery of his fallen samurai father and his mystical weaponry, as well as discover his own magical powers. Kubo and the Two Strings is wildly imaginative. Magical adventure. Trevor, get him!
Shut up.
All right, what do you think of that?
I would give it an 8.
Nate,
Hi.
we're going 8s across the board so far. What do you think of the ending?
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Here, have a monster.
hi, I'm Pepper. Say hi. No?
I give the ending a 9. I really like how it wrapped up.
It did. It kind of brought everything together. Okay, go back that way. Don't watch your head. All right, ending is a 9.
He ended up fighting his grandpa and winning, but then they didn't. He lost his memory, and they didn't. But he was in the town, and the village just kind of accepted him and pushed him towards being a good person instead of just kind of shunning him for all that he did that was wrong.
Right.
So,
Oh,
yeah, she's adorable.
she is. She knows it too.
It's ridiculous.
It is. It's horrible. All right. All right. So story.
It's a really good.
For me, this is my favorite part of the movie.
It's
Is the story.
It's
how
a
it plays
really
out.
good story. They did a great job
It's
with
beautiful.
it. I'd probably give that like a 10.
Yeah.
It's a great fucking story. I would love to have more animated movies written that way.
Okay. So now we're talking.
Are we?
We are talking. So this is a animated family film.
Yeah.
So our animated aspects, we're looking for art, voice acting, and music.
Okay.
So first off, the artwork. What do you think of the artwork, the drawing, and the?
Love the artwork.
It's beautiful,
It's
right?
like claymation. I love it. I give it a 10.
Sweet,
That deserves a 10. They did amazing. I love claymation
cool.
when it's
Oh.
done well.
All right, voice acting. So what do you think of the voices? Recognize people? Didn't recognize them? Did they sound like how you think the character should sound? Things like that is kind of what you're looking for.
I think the only one that kind of bugged me, voice acting wise, would have been Matthew McConaughey. Just because it does that, he fits even less in the whole fact that it's kind of an Asian movie just doesn't work. Charlize Theron's not too bad. I don't mind that. But like Matthew McConaughey with his, I can't do accents, I can't do imitations, but his whole thing doesn't quite fit for me. So I'd probably give it a 9.
Okay.
Otherwise it'd be a 10. So I don't recognize shit.
Nice. I don't recognize shit. Okay.
Really don't.
So music.
Sorry.
Would you... Please don't stop the music.
That's not where I was going.
That's where I was going.
I was like, to the sound of music.
Oh, don't do that. I'll just leave right now. My sphincter just closed up when you did that.
I haven't even seen it.
What happened? Where'd the sheets go?
I'm sorry about your sphincter.
Yeah. Sounded me. No, don't do that to me. I thought, well, you did kind of kill me with the next one that we're going to talk about.
It could have been so much worse.
It could have been so much worse. I
could have ruined you.
You could have totally emasculated me in one movie, and I would have been like, "Oh, please don't make me watch that again." Okay. So, but what did you think of the music? Did the music help the movie? Did it set the emotion? Did it,
The music in the movie is great. And
Is it?
It plays such a big part in the movie because it is Kubo and the 2 strings. That's how he tells the stories, he does his magic, he does it with his music.
Yep.
So I'd have to give it a 10.
Okay.
It is such a big part of that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Even when he's not playing the music, it still sounds and sets the tone. Sounds good and sets the tone. I forgot a word in that. She's over there.
Romeo's whining.
He's a little bitch. So.
Yeah, he's a little turd. All right. So as a family film, the first thing we look for is how family friendly is this movie.
Piper loved it.
Piper did love it. But she is also weird. So she also liked RoboCop. So go figure.
She is so weird. She watched Bridgerton with me, so I don't know.
I thought for sure she picked it off the shelf, and I thought for sure. I was like, okay, yeah, let's put this in. This would be a great idea. She was glued to it. She didn't even acknowledge you when you came home.
Oh no, I was gone for like 2 days because I was out for the weekend for a little mom time, and I come home. She did not give a shit that I was home. RoboCop.
She's like, get out of the way, Mom. RoboCop's on.
I was like, hi. She was like, nope.
I'm watching RoboCop.
Excuse you.
She loved that movie. I was like, holy crap, dude. All right. So, given that, I mean, yes. Your daughter liked it. I like it. You like it. Seems to be pretty family friendly.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a little bit of violence.
Yeah, it's not like
there's no
it's
no blood. It's funny because
PG, not PG.
What I like is the action that like the beheadings and stuff. How it's like confetti from the origami, right? So it looks beautiful and it's pretty and it's funny. And you don't actually see any blood or anything like that.
No.
I thought that was kind of cool. I didn't give it a 10.
No.
But I gave it a really good score.
I would probably give it like a 9 for being family friendly.
Okay.
It's a little violent, but not like too violent.
And
there are some parents who'd be like, "Oh, I don't want my kid watching that." I don't want
my kid watching.
But no, I'd be like, "Let's go.
Let's go. Put that in. Let this be a lesson to you. Your mother will turn into a monkey, and your dad is the beetle." So, the last thing is humor. How funny was the movie? Would you give a score for the humor? Even if there's not a whole lot of it, if it's well placed, you can still give it a good score.
There's definitely not a lot of humor. It's a little funny.
There's a little funny.
It's way more story than it is funny.
Well, like the whole thing with
I think the Beatles probably meant to be the comic relief.
Right. Matthew McConaughey is meant to be the comic relief for the movie. It's absolutely
makes
true.
Sense. So I probably
because he doesn't have his memory, so he's kind of doing that as he goes. I did like the, when in the beginning when the old lady's like, "Would you finish the story this time?" And then the people were like, "No, don't! You should finish the story." And he leaves.
Yeah. Then the stupid fire-breathing chicken.
Yeah.
You gonna put the chicken in there?
Yeah.
Always with the chicken.
All right. So score the humor 1 to 10.
I'll probably give it an
8. 8?
Yeah. Because I enjoy it, but it's not like amazing.
All right.
Math.
Oh, balls! I did it again.
Otra vez.
Yep. I was gonna put that with the artwork.
Well, it is very pretty.
It is nice.
Well, I gave it a 10 anyway.
You gave it a 10 anyway, but yeah, it's beautiful.
That's a gorgeous movie.
All right, so we're going good so far. Now, my favorite one in the comedy section, your pick was
Pitch Perfect.
And it's okay.
Hey, it's technically not a musical. I don't want to hear it.
But might as well be. Yeah, there was a couple of sphincter closing moments.
It's all popular music.
Turn the beat around.
That's all from your decade too, so I don't know what you're complaining about.
Doesn't matter if it's from my decade or not. I did like Rock of Ages though, so that kind of makes sense.
Yeah, but that's pretty much all just 80s classic rock.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's right up my alley.
While that is decidedly not. See? Rich agrees.
I said he's my friend. I didn't say that he was right. So
Well, you're wrong.
He also thought that Princess Bride was horrible. So
That's true.
You can't trust his judgment all the time.
I trust this one.
Okay, I bet you do. All right, so let's talk about cast because anything to get through this one would be great.
Really, we talk about this forever. So much music and just Anna Kendrick. It's always gonna get you. You are never gonna live that down.
You're never living that down, bro. I'm sorry.
Ever.
Okay, so let's talk about cast.
Cast. Well, there's definitely Anna Kendrick. She is my longtime girl crush. Brittany Snow, Elizabeth Banks, and then there's the one guy. I can't remember.
The misogynist dude?
Yeah, he plays misogynist. Nobody else could play a misogynist and still have me not hate him.
Yeah.
Because it's just the way he does it is completely ridiculous. And I enjoy it very much. You've never seen Pitch Perfect or you've never seen Princess Bride. Because either way, I'm probably going to judge you.
There's going to be some judgment. Okay, so I almost said Charlize Theron. Okay, so Anna Kendrick, Brittany Snow, Elizabeth Banks,
and then one point for the guy.
Right. Okay, so you're at 7.
Because I don't think I recognize anybody else.
You didn't recognize Rebel Wilson?
I recognized her, but like I didn't know who she was.
Not by name. Okay, so 8.
And
then that's it. Chris Mintz-Plasse.
Oh shit! I keep forgetting he's in there.
Yeah.
He gets 1 point.
He gets 1 point because he doesn't have much of a role.
Yeah.
He's in the beginning and in the end.
Yeah, that's like it.
Right.
So I guess
and you don't remember. You don't recognize Adam.
He
Adam
wasn't really popular yet.
Like that. Yeah.
Almost everybody in the movie got popular because of that movie. I didn't even include Anna Kendrick in that because she wasn't quite popular yet.
Okay. So that puts you to 9 though. That's still pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
All right. So what did you think of the acting? And again, it's a comedy, so you're looking at comedic acting more than drama. So they can be stupid and still do a pretty good acting score, but that's entirely up to you. He hasn't seen either one.
Oh, so much judgment coming out of me right now. Can you feel it?
I can feel it.
You're right there.
I'm about to fall off my chair with the judgment that's coming off. I almost did fall off my chair.
I understand Pitch Perfect a little bit more, but Princess Bride's like a classic. Like, why? Why?
Turn the beat around. Sorry.
Now you're singing.
I am.
At
least I don't rip my top off, so it's not.
I need so much less right now.
I feel the judgment coming toward me now. I'm saving you, Movie Hunter. It's fine. All right. So acting. Scale of 1 to 10. Go.
7.
Okay.
Because It was kind of bad. But
It was kind of bad.
It was kind of
There was,
supposed to be.
there was quite a bit of cheese. All right, plot. Let's go. Give me.
Let's not hurt myself this time.
Please do not hurt yourself.
No promises.
Right.
It's kind of my thing.
Arriving at her new college, Becca finds herself not right for any clique, but somehow is muscled into one that she never would have picked on her own. Alongside mean girls, sweet girls, and weird girls, whose only thing in common is how good they sound when they sing together. When Becca leads this a cappella singing group out of their traditional arrangements and perfect harmonies into all new mashups, they fight to climb their way to the top of college music competitions. I would never have watched this.
9. They had me at singing.
Just threw up in my mouth a little bit. Okay, ending.
I have to give it a 10. She finally got with the dude that was in love with her the whole goddamn time.
Elizabeth,
And then they have the big fucking musical number. And I love it.
Big number, and forget about the price tag.
I can't afford that.
Yeah, and they, Elizabeth Banks was playing the misogynist leg.
Yeah, no, it's great.
And
these ladies can turn me.
Everything came together.
Okay.
All right, story. Exit, stage left. Story time. What'd you say?
I need a second.
Okay. I thought you said I give it a 7. I was like, was that a 7? Did you say 7?
That's actually probably what I would give it. The story's not amazing. Story's a little cheesy.
A little cheesy.
It's a little cheesy. It's a little predictable.
Yeah.
But it's a comedy. They're singing songs. It's what I expected.
So 7?
So 7.
It's a burrito to the chest, though. I get it. I've been shot. Okay, so it's a comedy.
Finish him like a cheesecake.
Yeah. It's a comedy, and it's not musical, but it's a music comedy. So music is like a big factor. So it's a music type. Comedy is the genre. So for comedy, 3 things we want. First of all, how funny was it? 1 to 10.
Fucking hilarious. 10.
10. I was not at a 10.
I believe it. You don't have to be. I have to be.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite movies, not one of yours.
That's very true on both counts. All right. So, chemistry. Oh, look. I remembered.
Is that the chemistry picture?
Chemistry picture.
10.
They're all together.
10.
10? Are you
10.
sure?
The chemistry's pretty fucking great. Considering it was very hodgepodge.
I also did not give that a 10.
Am
But
I surprised?
But I did give it close.
No.
Are you not entertained? No.
Not by you.
No. Not entertained. And then the last thing is the script. So when we're looking at the script, and I know you haven't read the script, but you kind of look
Am I
at
supposed to read the script?
No, you're not supposed to read the script.
Look, I'm not in
But
the
you
movie.
would think how the script would have been based on the acting and the story, which you gave 7s for both. So
probably 7.
7.
I'm feeling a 7.
I'm feeling a 7. I'm thinking a 7 is accurate. All right. So 1 to 10, how would you rate the music?
10.
If you could have given it an 11, you would have.
I would have given it a 12.
You would have given it. I'll let you go to 12. I'm gonna give it a 12. Too bad. I changed my mind. 10 is the highest you can go. And then, I mean, with musical comedies, I think of like back, like School of Rock with Jack Black and things like that. So I like to have it a little bit family friendly. So how family friendly is this movie on 1 to 10? Because there's a lot of innuendo.
Yeah, I'd probably.
But younger ones probably wouldn't know.
No.
But there's an age where I would cut this off for sure. So, but 1 to 10, what do you think for?
I'd probably give it a 7.
Okay.
It's not I love it. I watched it when I was younger,
You did?
but like it's not super family friendly.
No.
I think I was 16 or 17 when it came out. Math. I'm gonna say 16 or 17, just based on the fact that it was 2012.
Mm-hmm.
So I was between my junior and senior year of high school. So 16 or 17.
Cool. All right. Nice job. All right, we got 2 more left.
I feel like this is going a lot faster.
It's just going pretty fast. We're under an hour. And when I did Hux last week, we took almost 3 hours for 5 movies. But he was like Star Wars, Rocky,
like stuff that's
like,
really classic that you would want
stuff
to
that
talk about.
from my childhood that I was like, oh, dude, let's talk. But that's totally okay. Why did we still have a pin message? Oh,
You did that one. That one wasn't me.
That one was probably.
I am no longer using the mouse.
Okay. All right. So let's go with movie number 4. And that is from the drama section. And your choice was
Bridge of Spies.
Bridge of Spies. This,
Yeah.
I wasn't incredibly surprised by this choice because I know how we both like this movie a lot.
Well, and I think I chose it when you guys did your drama section. I was like, I suggested it, and you were like, nah.
Yeah.
And I was a little disappointed. Yeah. Well, this is the only movie that I
I have
consider
a
to be
few, I
great
have
on
a
my
few dramas
list.
that are higher, but this was definitely up there. If I had to pick 10 instead of 5, then this probably would have been in my top 10 for sure.
This is in my top 5.
Okay, so let's talk about cast.
Okay. Well, I know that the only name that I knew was Tom Hanks. But I recognized like a shit ton of other people because we were watching.
I know,
it,
right? We were like, oh, hey, that dude's from Game Night,
Yeah.
and that dude's from Game Night.
Dude from Game Night, and then there was I recognized the mom from something else that I'm thinking of. There's 2 different movies in my head right now. I'm trying to remember. I think I recognize the mom. Is that the mom? Yeah, that's the mom. I think she was in Bridget Jones.
That's the daughter.
I don't recognize that at all.
Okay, so.
I don't recognize a whole bunch of people, but they were like
Right.
not super important.
And we got Movie Hunter now. Yeah, really, it was a really good movie. It was a great watching it again too.
Oh yeah, no,
It was such a good movie. So I liked revisiting most of these with you. Not all of them,
obviously.
But I did like Pitch Perfect. It's not my cup of tea,
no.
but I liked it, and I watched it again. I can't say that I was really excited about it.
Watch anything that's on the TV.
Anything's on TV. Like right now, I'm having trouble not watching Toy Story 4 right now.
Yeah, I'm not having an issue with that. I'm so tired of Toy Story right now.
I bet you are.
All of
right,
them.
So Tom Hanks, you knew.
Tom Hanks definitely do, and I know I recognize a bunch of the other ones.
That's a good question. I don't know if this has a 4K.
It would probably be very pretty on 4K.
That'd be a neat 4K, I think. Let's see.
I could have just typed Bridge of Spies 4K into Google.
In the Google.
So into Google. God damn.
You said in the Google.
In the Google.
Put it in the Google.
With your bullshit.
No.
On the line.
On the line.
On the line.
On the line. No, I don't see a 4K out there yet. It'd be neat though. It's from 2015, so
probably
3 years. Be a 10-year anniversary. Maybe an import. It might be a German import or something. Might be able to find a 4K, but
German would make sense.
Ooh, I didn't mean to do that, but yeah, import.
Is it East German?
It'd be a West German import.
No, East German.
Well, could be East German, but they always get them first. Yeah, they do want to be part of the table, so
they want a seat at the table.
They want a seat at the table. All right, so let's get back to the cast. So Tom Hanks, Mark Rylance. That's the dude from Ready Player One.
Right.
So that would be a 1 point because you kind of recognize him, right?
Yeah, we're gonna say two dudes from game night.
Two dudes from game night.
I think when I did it, I remember when we were watching it, I was counting.
Yeah.
But I can't remember.
Can't remember where you were.
Who the people were? No, I remember where I was. I got 2 and 9.
You remembered the mom.
I got 2 and 9 is what I got to. I know that, but I don't remember why.
You don't remember how you got to a 9, but you got to a 9. I got to a 9. I don't know how I got there,
okay.
but
I don't remember who the people were and how I got there. I know it was a 9 because you had like a 10, and then I was like, I can't quite get to a 10, but like math. Okay.
Amanda's
broken.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I actually did. I did get to a 10, but I didn't give it a 10 because originally I went by just from what I remember, so I actually gave it an 8.
I remember when we were watching it, we were arguing about when the movie came out that I referenced them from.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, no, I think that came out before. And I was like, I'm gonna look it up. And I was like, it came out after. I win.
I retire as champion.
If I win, probably. It's usually when I retire. I won. Let's go.
I won. I'm out.
Especially against you. It's bullshit.
Yeah, like Scrabble. After you won, we never played again.
The what? No, we played again. It's
Did we?
just, we played like twice after that. But like, I lost. Like bad.
Yeah.
Like really bad.
But
I don't like playing Scrabble with him.
But that one time you won.
I took a picture. It's on Facebook. There is evidence.
Boxes and sex.
No.
It was boxes, right?
No, it was boxes and sex. Jesus.
Yeah,
that
sex.
sounds... No.
Not sex and boxes, but boxes and sex. No, that doesn't sound right either.
That wasn't it.
What was it?
God,
Razors?
It was razors and
razors.
6.
6.
The
I
number.
was so close. I was one letter off.
6.
It was razors and
you
sex.
didn't sound like it was 6.
6.
6.
Right.
Oh my god.
It was 6 razors.
No razors and sex. That's the kink that I am not here for.
That's painful.
I am not here for that one.
Biscuits.
Kumquat.
pull the razor. No razors. I haven't even started yet. I know. That's fine. We're good. I'm gonna call an Uber.
I'm gonna go.
I'm gonna go.
I'm just gonna leave. I'm out.
I'm gonna call the equalizer for a lift. Okay, acting.
10.
Yeah, how is this not a 10?
Is that a question?
It was. It has to be stupid a question sometimes. Because I'm like, is there a way that we would not give this a 10?
No.
And I don't think so.
I don't think I can not give it a 10. Oh, Ready Player One. That's Big Friendly Giant.
Big Friendly Giant.
Because I was like, who the fuck's Ready Player One? I was trying to think about it.
Yeah, Ready Player One.
No, you're right. I just couldn't remember that he was that. I remember him more as the BFG, even though he's animated in both movies.
Yeah. Well, Ready Player One did come out after Spies, so BFG would be what we based it on.
So, I'm right.
Yeah, you're right.
Somebody's entertained. Oh, it's Adam. Adam's entertained.
Good.
He's got the same name on everything.
What's up, Adam?
Oh,
oh, sure. Say hi to each other. It's fine. We're just here. It's okay. Go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves. Yeah. No, we got time, really. We're almost done. And we're only an hour in. Give me the magnifying glass, woman.
Nope, I'm going to hurt myself again. Shit. I might. Fuck. It's not.
There we go.
It's a little more complicated than I would like it to be. Maybe I should just read it.
No. I don't know. You're terrible at reading.
Out loud, yes. It would be entertaining.
It would be entertaining. We were like, what the hell did she say?
Words, probably. Too much and not enough.
All right. A dramatic thriller set against the backdrop of a series of historic events. Bridge of Spies is absolutely brilliant and totally riveting. James Donovan is a Brooklyn lawyer who finds himself thrust into the center of the Cold War when the CIA sends him on a nearly impossible mission to negotiate the release of a captured American U-2 pilot. High stakes and suspense power a story that captures the essence of a man who risked everything, vividly bringing his personal journey to life. I'm so down for this.
I'm honestly not.
I bet you wouldn't.
No, I would give that like a 6.
Okay.
That would.
That's fine.
That
Me,
wouldn't catch me.
I actually gave it an 8. When I was like, I'm down to watch that. That's solid.
It's almost a 5. If they had mentioned which thing it's based off of, because that's part of the reason why I wanted to watch it, because I knew it was about Checkpoint Charlie, which I learned about in history, so I loved watching it. Yeah. When I learned about something in class, and then there's a movie about it, I was like, yes, please, because I get to learn a little bit more, and it'd be a little more entertaining than class was. Yeah. Generally, sometimes it's not, and that's a little sad. Yeah. Like no. Never mind. That wasn't in my brain. I didn't get there. Anyway.
Keep going. We got time.
I don't know what I was saying. I fucking
blah,
lost
blah,
it.
blah.
What are you talking about?
Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Fuck you.
It's magic. Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, so what do you think of the ending?
I love the ending.
It was cool, right? Because it was the whole thing kind of came to a head.
Yeah.
They're on the bridge.
He's holding out, and then
favorite,
he does the standing man.
Yeah.
I can't say it in Russian.
Yeah.
Stashik something.
Yeah. My favorite part was Mark Rylance character. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to say this more need to be shown in school for sure, especially great movies. I agree. Especially historically accurate stuff and just plain old really, good acting, and I think that's something that's missed nowadays.
Definitely. I remember watching the same movie like 4 times in my English class. But that was partly just because we kept convincing my teacher that we hadn't watched it yet. We were little shits.
Nice. It's classic.
It was freshman year. She sucked as a teacher. I regret nothing.
I just remember when you watched Count of Monte Cristo and you were the only one who'd seen it.
No. There was one other person.
One other person.
His name was Ivan, and we bonded over that.
That's okay. Both Ivans were shot in XXX, so that's why.
Other Ivan. Definitely historically accurate, but it has to be at least semi-entertaining. Otherwise, you will not keep the interest of the kids.
Don't just play Escape from Alcatraz on the way to Alcatraz for a bunch of 8th graders. That's just not going to work.
That actually happened on my 8th grade field trip. We were on a bus going to Alcatraz, and she put in Escape from Alcatraz, and nobody was paying attention. Nobody. I think I was playing cards with the person I was sitting next to.
Even I was like, and I liked that movie. Even I was like, that was really dumb. Oh, I was gonna mention that because I was like, please nobody play that damn Romeo and Juliet again.
Which one?
There was it was an old one.
Oh no, we watched that too. That was same English class.
Yeah.
We watched that 3 times.
Yeah.
And then the Leonardo DiCaprio one we watched also 3 times.
Yeah. But
for the same reason.
My teacher did not fast forward it. And somebody blurted out, "Booby!" And it was me. But
Dad.
It's Vic. No, it wasn't
Gibbs.
me. Okay, so ending scale of 1 to 10.
Bridge of Spies. That's
Yes,
what we're talking
Bridge of
about.
Spies. We're not talking about Romeo and Juliet. Bridge of Spies.
I would give Romeo and Juliet a 2.
A 2 for an ending. Yeah, they both died. Fuck
2.
that. Boobies.
Fuck that story. Really gonna. Okay.
Boobies indeed.
It's fine. You made me change anyway.
Yeah, I did.
You're fine. There's barely anything shut up. My hair is covering half of it. I don't want to hear it. Are you okay?
Yes.
Do
It's a
we
professional show.
Ah! Professional my ass. No.
Nobody wants that.
I'm sure somebody does.
No, I'm sure there's somebody. I'm sure somebody out there wants my professional ass.
Your ass is better than mine. I don't want to
Got
hear
a
it.
pretty good ass.
You got a gay man's ass, and no, shut up. Anyway, Bridge of Spies, ending. Let's move on.
1 to 10.
10. It deserves a 10.
2 cheeks up.
Shut up.
It's a 10.
Oh
It
my
deserves
God.
a 10.
I need so much less from you right now.
Absolutely deserves a 10. My favorite.
So much less.
Tom Hanks comes home after doing all that shit. passes out on his bed, and then his family realized what he did.
Yeah, afterwards. Because he couldn't tell him.
Like, he couldn't tell him anything.
He didn't tell anybody
He
shit.
just
left.
wanted to come home, kiss his wife, and go to sleep.
Yeah, kiss your wife, say hi to your kids. I'm going to go to sleep.
I'm going to go lay down. And then the news report comes out. And they're all like, I thought Daddy went fishing.
I thought he went to London. No, he went to Germany.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they were putting up the
He went to Germany,
wall.
and then he went to East Germany.
This shit's crazy.
Man,
He was in Berlin.
So, story.
10.
Is there any way this story's not a 10?
It's a 10.
It's a 10.
It's a 10.
It's a 10.
It's a 10!
I agree. Why are we arguing with the same number? It's a 10.
It's called negotiating.
If we're negotiating, we're both at a 10.
It's compromise.
We'll compromise and we'll call it a 10.
Let's meet in the middle and say it's a 10.
Yeah. I agree.
Well, this is the only movie out of all of the movies that I picked that I consider to be great. I love all the movies that I picked. This is the only one I consider to be a great movie.
This is a great movie. All right. So, as a drama, so I have this drama,
I hit my ankle.
drama spy based on a true story. So, for a drama, first thing we're looking at is interest in the subject matter. You talked about it, going over Shepherd Charlie and all that in school. So, how interested were you in this topic?
9.
Sweet.
Not quite a 10 because it is a drama and that's not really my forte.
Yeah. Okay.
But I was very entertained.
Okay. Script.
10.
10.
10. That is, they did an amazing job writing this movie.
Yeah.
Just like all of it. I love all of
Well,
it.
so good. Yeah, the whole thing, the planning and
Everything leading up to it, because I love the beginning. Because while I did not know that part of Checkpoint Charlie's story, obviously, because they didn't fucking teach me that. But it reminded me a lot of To Kill a Mockingbird with Atticus Finch, where he was gonna get declared guilty. I know, right?
Yeah, good reference.
I know things.
Nice.
Sometimes.
That was impressive.
Here's my high five.
Oh.
Thank you.
Sorry.
No, damn it, I lost my train of thought.
Kill a Mockingbird.
Right. Left.
Court.
Yes, no, because it was obvious that they were gonna find him guilty no matter what he did. No matter what he did.
Mm-hmm.
But they got him a good lawyer, and he did exactly what he was supposed to do. They got him a great lawyer.
Yeah.
No, nobody else would have fought that
was the thing. They said we need to pick a good lawyer that can do this objectively. Hey, it's Uncle C.
Uncle C. It's a great movie. Watch it.
What's up, brother?
Watch it.
But yeah, it was like they get this guy because they wanted a good lawyer to represent him. So it wasn't like a public defender.
No.
And then when he actually does his job, they're like, "Oh no, you're supposed to play ball, and you're supposed to just let us find him guilty and stuff." And it's like, no, because I want to fight for an appeal. I think we have a good chance of getting him released.
Justice system wise, absolutely.
Yeah.
That was accurate. They could have fought it.
They could have fought it because there wasn't any real evidence.
No, and there was evidence, but everything they found was from unlawfully grabbed or something. I can't remember what the terminology is.
Unlawful search.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
They didn't have all the necessary requirements to do the search.
Yeah, there's no warrant or anything. They just busted in. There was no such thing.
He's a spy. He gets nothing.
There was no such thing as the Patriot Act back then, to where you could circumvent that.
Mm-hmm.
You still had to, read him his rights, do all the stuff, yakety smackety, and they didn't. They didn't do any of that. They just grabbed the dude and they wanted to execute him, right on the spot. And if they'd have done that, there would have been no way they would have got their pilot back.
Nope.
Or the college kid.
Yep.
So
the little minor thing that he did to get his client away from the death penalty saved them a lot later.
Saved 2 lives. Well, 3. Okay, so the last thing about the drama is the cinematography. So the way it was filmed, the shots. 10. Okay.
It's a beautiful movie.
Yeah.
Everything about it. It is accurate, and it is filmed. Some of it's dark, some of it's light. It's just, I love it. It did an amazing job. There's very few movies that I think are this great that I actually enjoy.
Yeah. So this was a pleasure
Mhm.
to watch with you.
I'm glad I picked it.
Okay. So, so based on a true story about a spy. So how do you think the spy stuff was portrayed? Do you remember that?
I'm thinking because like the movie wasn't a whole lot about spy stuff.
Yeah.
There
Do you
was some
remember?
spy stuff.
Remember? Yeah. Right before he got grabbed,
Yeah, he did the thingy with the paint.
he did the thing. Well, he did the thing with the paint, but he would grab the nickel and he opened the nickel and there was a message inside the nickel because
I must have missed that part.
yeah, there was a nickel taped under the when he was painting outside. He was painting outside, and underneath the bench there was a nickel
Okay.
taped to the bench. Pulled that nickel off, and then when he got back to his place, he pulled a pin out of the nickel, and then was able to pop it open, and there was a message in there, and that's what he grabbed when
Okay,
he
so
was.
that's what he destroyed with the paint.
That's what he destroyed with his paints.
All right.
And that was the only evidence of him as a spy.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, that was the only thing that they could have got him with, and he was able to wipe that out. Pun intended.
Yeah, and he was very. I'd say he was a good spy. I like it.
He was a great spy. I like the fact that he was calm through the whole thing. That was my favorite thing.
Are you worried?
Are you worried?
Would it
help?
That was beautiful, and it also reminded me of.
So it's not like Spy Game or.
No, it's not Super Spy.
Jason Bourne or things like that, but it's
But there's a little bit. It's like a little tiny. I like it. They did a really good job portraying it.
Yeah.
But it's not like a super. It's not like a big spy movie.
No.
It's spy. He gets captured.
He gets captured and he gets put on trial, and then the pilot kind of gets the same thing. They call him a spy, and technically he was because he was taking pictures
with a very big fucking camera.
with a big camera from 70,000 feet.
Camera in the fucking world.
So that was kind of a spy thing too. So it was kind of two elements.
Yeah, so there's a bit of spy stuff.
Yeah.
And it's good spy stuff, so I'd give it like a 9.
Sweet.
I like the spy stuff, but there's not a whole lot of it.
All right. And then, as based on a true story, we look at the history of the thing. So what did you think of the history of it? Not necessarily that it was all based in fact, because it was inspired by the true events, but that shit really happened. It's just all the other stuff, because the person that Tom Hanks played, he never really told exactly what happened to get those guys. He just said that he was able to get both guys for the Russian spy.
Yeah.
But he didn't go into details as to how that happened. So that was all kind of made up. But
well, that's not something he probably should talk about.
Yeah.
It's probably classified.
Yes. Even though he never represented the United States government legitimately.
Technically, no, but technically, yes.
So, yeah. Legitimately, yes, but technically, no.
On paper, no. No. We're not associated.
But you still can't talk about it.
Don't say anything. Otherwise,
if anyone asks, it's a weather balloon. Okay, so how would you put the true events, the historical events that took place from this movie? What would you give that?
I'd give it a 9. Okay. I like it. It's done well. From what I remember from.
Hey, I got no workout.
I'm not. That's weird. Usually,
it's weird. Usually, you're the one getting the workout.
Work out.
I guess I'm doing a lot of this.
You're moving around a lot, Dan.
Moving around a lot. My heart rate's up. Blaming you.
All right.
I burned 79 calories.
You're welcome.
Wow. It's great. Adam, you couldn't do that, bro, when I was doing my thing with you. I mean, man, I need to stretch before I do these with you. Just you're crazy.
I'm a lot.
Yeah, you're a lot. There's a lot going on.
It's okay. I embrace mine a lot. Someone can't handle it, that's their problem.
All right. Damn it, I did it again.
You forgot again?
Yeah, this was going to be the ending picture.
Oh, God, it's such a good movie.
And also, it could be for the cinematography. You can kind of see that shot.
Mm-hmm. No, it's
really
it's
cool.
a really well done movie, just all around. I think the only thing that's going to bring it down is, like, there's something I scored low.
The plot.
The plot.
You get a plus.
I get the plot of 6. I don't remember it.
All right.
He'll eat 79.
All right. Thanks, bro.
He'll eat more than that later.
I will. I'm an 82 now. You're gonna have to.
I remember
you're
giving the
gonna have
plot
to
of 6.
You get the plot of 6.
I don't remember that at all.
Because I read it and you were like, I was like, I'm on board. And you're like, I'm not.
Okay, now I remember.
I read the box and you were like, no.
Fuck
that movie.
It's not a fuck that movie. It's like, somebody
like,
else puts it in.
I don't know. That seems really dramatic. I don't think I want to watch it. There's no singing.
Oh.
No turn the beat around.
That's not what.
Anyway, let's go to your final movie in your high five, and that's from the fantasy section, and it is
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
And zombies.
Falling off my chair. I love this movie. We didn't talk about Del Taco. Gross.
Finally getting Del Taco out here, dude. Awesome.
No, not awesome. It sucks.
She is like Del Taco. Who doesn't love getting worked up over movies, right? I swear Huck was going to have a heart attack last week. Because we were wrong. But I didn't care. 89 calories now. I'm working.
A workout.
Anything with zombies. That's right.
I am not anything with zombies.
He's not. She is not anything with zombies. It's going to be Zombieland, Pride and Prejudice, and zombies.
Zombieland 2.
And Warm Bodies.
I'm okay with Warm Bodies. It's Twilight with zombies.
It's Twilight with zombies.
So,
and you were a big Twilight fan.
I was. There was a
back
point.
In the day.
That was my preteen years, and so much regret comes out of me for that. The only reason it's not completely regretted is because that's what got me into reading books. Otherwise, it's so bad. I couldn't read it now. I couldn't watch it now. I'd have to be drunk or make it a drinking game. Like, drink every time something cringe happens, and then I'd be drunk within like the first 10 minutes of the movie.
Wow. That was kind of my idea for brews and reviews.
Drinking game.
Yeah. So every time there was a groaner moment for me when I'm watching a movie, I would just open a beer and drink it. Chug.
I can't chug.
Until I watched that Gerard Butler movie.
There's people talking. Gerard Butler. Which one?
It's a new one called Last Seen Alive. Jane Austen. Ugh.
I only like the one with the zombies in it.
She wouldn't like Shaun of the Dead. She did not like Shaun of the Dead. I love Shaun of the Dead. I had to watch that.
Hate it. It's okay.
Beards, brews, and movie reviews. That would be kind of cool. But yeah,
it's a solid name. I don't have a beard.
But if you drink too much beer, you might shave the beard off. And we don't want that. Nobody wants that out. But yeah, I did brews and reviews. And so basically, the plot was I started with 6 beers. And I popped open one when I started the movie. And then how many beers I had left at the end of the movie is how many stars I give the movie.
Oh.
Okay.
So
I've actually done 3 episodes, but I've only edited one, and that one's on YouTube. But the other 2,
I was gonna say, it sounds like you've already started. I didn't know.
I did Jurassic World Dominion was my first one.
I haven't seen that.
And then I did Black Phone, which was, I call it a thriller. Some people call it a horror movie.
I don't know.
It's Ethan Hawke and kidnap kids and blah blah. And then the third one was this Last Seen Alive. And it's Gerard Butler and Jamie Alexander. Jamie Alexander from Blind Spot with all the tattoos.
Oh, you mean Lady Sif?
Lady Sif. Another prime example. Okay. Anyway, so they're husband and wife. Wife gets kidnapped. Police blame it on him. They think Gerard Butler killed his wife.
Well,
Gerard Butler is trying to go and find out who kidnapped his wife and beat them all up. Okay. So 4 beers into it, and the movie was half over. And I was like, I gotta stop doing this.
Oh, so it wasn't good.
No, it was not. It kind of shaped up at the end. It was a little better toward the end, but it was pretty bad. It was like somebody said, "Hey, Gerard Butler, my nephew wrote a movie. Would you want to do it for me because then so yeah, it wasn't very good. So I haven't done another episode since because I'm gonna have to pick. Yeah, let's not do that. We don't want to lose the beard.
Nobody wants to lose the beard.
But I thought it was a coll idea. But I've got to pick movies that I think I'm gonna like reasonably.
Yeah, unless you want to get shit faced.
Yeah, unless I want to get totally bombed. If I watch something really bad, then I'll be drink all 6 beers, and then I'll be starting to do shots.
Shots.
I had enough. I mean, Jurassic World Dominion was my first one, and I drank 3 beers during that, so that one got 3 stars.
Well, I heard that one. I heard that was like the worst of the trilogy.
It was the worst one of all 6, I think.
That's bad.
Yeah, I didn't really care for Jurassic Park 3, but I thought that was better than this one. And it's sad because it had everybody, had the entire from both franchises, and I thought that was. And who doesn't want to get totally bombed, right? It just makes it. She doesn't want to get totally bombed.
It's way too easy.
I don't want to get totally bombed, but it's happened. It makes it really hard to edit a video.
That's why you do it the next day.
Yeah.
Move it up.
Yep. I would have to do shots, right?
I did the drinking game for the movie Encanto with my friends one night. I was the only one who got drunk, and it was like 20 minutes into the movie.
I'm out.
I had to stop drinking. We would just Amanda puddle on the floor. No.
Crazy.
I couldn't do it anymore. I had one drink, but I just drank it way too fast. Because it was like Candle, singing, Mirabelle, a bunch of shit. All right. Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. I totally forgot.
Pride and Prejudice and Zombies.
Okay.
All right. So let's go to the cast.
What the fuck is her name? Lily James.
Lily James.
That's her name. I can't remember her name. I think that's the only person I know the name of. But then the oldest sister, Jane, is from Dark Shadows.
Okay.
The mom is from Bridget Jones' Diary. Mr. Bingley is from Jupiter Ascending. Mr. Darcy is from Maleficent.
Right, he's the Raven.
Yes.
Yeah. That's a good one.
I like him better as Mr. Darcy.
Yeah. You may now kiss Mr. Darcy.
And then I know that what the
Parcel
hell?
Collins, do you remember him?
Yeah, that's Doctor Who.
Yeah, Doctor Who guy. Matt Smith.
Matt Smith. And then the dad. What's the dad from? Recognize him. I know his fucking face.
Dude, yeah, the dad is the one I remember from Last Action Hero. He was the
Oh my
bad
god,
guy.
he was the bad guy.
Yeah, he was the
God,
bad
I love that movie. That's another one I could have put on this. So
Okay. So 8.
yeah, because you little two for Lily Collins. I think that's it.
Okay. Because yeah, Lena Headey, I remember. The one
Oh
with the
no,
eye patch.
she's from 300.
Yeah, she's from 300. She's
So
the
9.
one. So 9.
I think that's it. I'm just gonna say that's it because I'm trying to remember people and it's not happening.
No. Can't think.
Can't read. Not enough time.
You think we were related?
Only by marriage.
Give it to me. Now who's had too many drinks? I'm gonna give you a high five like that.
It was doing it. It was sideways. It's not.
I'm gonna sideways high five. Ow! Don't take away. Okay, acting.
Oh my god, I remember why it was a 10 because the fucking bad guy is from Ben-Hur. Mr. Wickham.
Mr. Wickham is from Ben-Hur.
I'm sorry, Lieutenant Wickham.
Yeah, as opposed to the right tenant, who got kicked out of the apartment.
Hair. Oh, that's where I was going with that. But my hair got stuck in my armpit.
All right. So am I changing it to a 10, I guess?
Change it to 10.
Okay. Yes, ma'am.
It counts. He counts. He's Ben-Hur. I didn't particularly enjoy Ben-Hur, but he's Ben-Hur.
But he's better.
I don't know his name though.
Okay.
It kind of looks like
Jake Houston, I think his name is, if I
Oh.
remember right. Okay, acting.
acting.
It's not
No.
great.
I'd give it like a 7.
Okay.
Just the guy who plays Wickham really brings it down.
Yeah. All right. Let's go to the plot.
Magnifying glass.
Give me.
Eh.
Do I need the light this time? No, should be fine. A zombie outbreak has fallen upon the land in this reimagining of Jane Austen's classic tale of the tangled relationships between lovers from different social classes in 19th century England. Sorry,
Are you okay?
I just fell asleep for a second.
Did I tickle you again?
Oh no. I might fart if you do that. Feisty heroine Elizabeth Bennet is a master of martial arts and weaponry, and the handsome Mr. Darcy is a fierce zombie killer, yet the epitome of upper-class prejudice. As the zombie outbreak intensifies, they must swallow their pride. Haha, did you get that? Pride and prejudice. And join forces on the blood-soaked battlefield in order to conquer the undead once and for all.
Go over there.
It lost me at the first part, but it got me at the second part.
Ah! Magnifying glass.
Okay, 1 to 10. Give me.
I give it an 8.
All right.
I'd watch it. So I'm not really one for the actual Pride and Prejudice story or
Me
movie.
neither. I am.
But when you add like,
When we had zombies,
I was gonna say martial arts
well,
because I'm not here for
hot
zombies.
chicks who fight, I'm down for that.
They are pretty gorgeous and pretty damn attractive dudes.
All right. You may now kiss Mr. Darcy. Ending. You may now kiss Mr. Darcy.
I give it an 8. It's like I didn't love it. It could have been better. Gross. That's from the beginning.
It's pretty close to the beginning.
Yeah, that scene's from the beginning.
We're gonna bring that up again.
And I give it an 8 because I didn't love it. There's some things I would have liked to be different, but I can't put them. I can't words. I enjoyed it, but like, eh. Anyway, I can't think of words right now. We should probably put something on for Monster. Oh no, she's eating her dinner.
I think she's eating her dinner. She's eating something.
Yeah, she's eating dinner. I'm gonna leave her alone.
Leave her alone. She's grabbing. All right, story.
Sorry, give that a 9.
9.
I loved it because they did a very, very very good job.
Shut
up!
I'm talking with the words and the talking and
They did a very good job mixing Pride and Prejudice, which is a classic Victorian tale, with zombies, which is a fairly modern thing to do. I think it's really well done. Right, Monster? Right, Monster?
It's kind of like, it reminds me of Abraham Lincoln Vampire Hunter,
Yeah.
where they, because I think this is based on the comic book, but I went a different direction.
Pride and Prejudice and zombies?
Yeah, I think Pride and Prejudice.
No, it's based on a book. They wrote a book. Somebody wrote it as a book.
Well, I know Pride and Prejudice is, but zombies
No,
too.
they did that.
This?
It's
Graphic
a book.
novel?
It's a book.
It's a book.
It's a book. I almost bought it.
It's a book.
I almost bought it. It's a book.
Okay.
We used to have the thingy in here that said it was a book, or it like had a. It's gone now. Never mind. There's a thing in here that gave you a discount.
Oh no!
If you bought the book.
Is that what you were trying to do?
Yeah, of course it is.
Well, giving me this false sense of security, and then you grab the pencil.
Yeah, and just fuck it all up.
Start drawing all over it. All right. So this is a fantasy zombie.
Yeah.
This type of zombie movie.
Be weird if it wasn't.
Be weird if it wasn't. All right.
If you said it wasn't zombie, I'd be concerned.
It's a fantasy family movie. No. Fantasy zombie. So for fantasy movies, the first thing is imagination. How'd you think? You know, they took the Pride and Prejudice story and they reimagined it as a zombie apocalypse. What would you give that on a 1 to 10 for the imagination that they put into this?
Give it a 9.
Okay.
Because like, I really enjoyed it. It makes me like the Pride and Prejudice story and zombies more. Because I don't particularly enjoy either of them.
Okay. All right. What do you think of the pace? Fantasy movie gotta have a good pace.
Yeah, pretty much everything's gonna have a good pace, or else I'm bored.
Yeah.
There's some slow parts.
Yeah.
I'd give it a 7.
Okay.
There's like when Jane gets stuck in that house, and then she's just arguing with those sister bitches.
Sister bitches.
Exactly what they are.
Yeah.
It's not very entertaining.
All right. And special effects.
Special effects.
Bring it
Now
up.
you're gonna bring the picture.
Now I'm gonna bring that picture up.
Are you gonna bring the picture up?
Yeah.
Zombie face.
Yeah. Zombie face.
That's much better. That makes more sense where you're gonna put it instead of just the.
Because at the end, I had a picture of Wickham and the army behind him.
Is that what you thought you were doing?
That's what I thought I had, but I didn't. I turned out to do this instead.
No, that didn't happen.
Okay, so what would you give the effects?
I'd give it a 9. They did a really good job. Zombies look good.
And again, there's some CGI going on, and there's some practical effects too. I really like the Potter's Field. I think that was probably my favorite.
Oh yeah, that was fun.
Of the practical effects, I thought that was really good.
Yeah, because then there's a bunch of hands coming up and they're just stabbing it.
Scratching your leg.
What are you doing, Mister? Mister?
Mama? Yeah, she might be about ready for bed.
Ooh, come here. You're so heavy.
Yeah. Okay, so as a zombie movie, 2 things we were looking for. One is the zombies themselves. And how do you think they did the zombies on a 1 to 10? I'm gonna bring her back up. At 9?
9.
9.
They did a good job.
9.
No, we're not German.
Oh, wrong movie. Sorry.
Wrong movie. We
just did that one. And then the last thing is the gore, the blood effects. What do you think of the gore? Because the zombie movies want some good gore, like heads chopping off, and
they did a really good job with the
They
gore.
did a pretty good gore for it being PG-13.
Yeah.
I thought the gore was pretty good.
Yeah, no, I'd probably give that a 10. They did a really good job with the gore. Like, it was kind of gross. There's some parts that I wasn't super happy about watching because it was gross, and I'm not a gore fan. No, I'm not a gore fan. Some of it I'm like, that's gross. You look nasty. Your face is coming off, and your head got chopped off.
Okay, you have a tie between 2 movies.
Fuck.
So I want you to pick between Pride and Prejudice and Zombies and Pitch Perfect.
Pitch Perfect.
Okay.
Was that a question?
I just wanted you to pick. I kind of figured that's where you were going to go. Jeez.
What are you doing, Mister? You're funny.
All right. Are you ready for your scores?
Yes.
Okay.
Are you ready?
No.
Can you hug? Okay, hugs.
Give Mama kisses.
Nope, just in my face. Okay.
All right. So, of your 5 movies, in 5th place is Pride and Prejudice and Zombies
Okay, Piper.
with an 86.
Makes sense.
Also with an 86, coming in at number 4 is Pitch Perfect. Number 3 with an 87 is Triple X, Return of Xander Cage with an 87.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Kubo and the Two Strings with an 89.
Kubo.
And your number 1 movie, Bridge of Spies, with a 92.
That makes sense. I wouldn't say it's my favorite movie of the bunch, but it is the best movie of the bunch. Ow. Dude. Why?
And my order is almost exactly the same, except I have Pitch Perfect last and Pride and Prejudice and Zombies 1 point higher.
That makes sense.
Which makes sense.
That makes sense.
So yeah, my number 5 is Pitch Perfect. Number 4 is Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Number 3 is Triple X. Number 2 is Kubo, and number 1 is Bridge of Spies.
Oh God, you're heavy.
And I gave Bridge of Spies an 87.
Whew, I gave it a lot better than you did.
Yes, you did. But these are movies that you would watch over and over again.
Yes.
And although I would watch Bridge of Spies over and over again for sure, I've just watched way more movies.
That's
So-
for damn true. Yeah, is that true? Grandpa watches more movies.
Because I gave Pitch Perfect a 76.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I think that's a good score for me not really, really liking that movie.
Appa doesn't like it.
I'm okay with it, but yeah, if I had this stack in front of me, I would probably watch Triple X first.
That's what we did.
That's what we did. We were going that, and then I would watch Bridge of Spies, and then Pride and Prejudice and Zombies, and then probably Kubo. Even though I loved Kubo, I don't need to watch that too many times because I understand and know the movie. But it was fun to watch it again. I thought that was cool.
Yeah, it had been a while since we
Yeah.
actually watched it.
So, what'd you think of your first Hi-5?
Shit.
I gotcha.
Piper's trying to make me lay down. This is not the spot to lay down, baby girl.
Isn't that a spot?
This is not a lay down spot. I'm gonna hit my head.
But it's almost bedtime.
Yeah, easy bedtime. It's fun.
Good. I'm glad. It was fun. I had a blast. I enjoyed this. I liked watching the movies again, most of them, and then I liked scoring them with you. I thought that was cool,
Yeah.
and it was kind of neat, side by side, playing around. But I think we're done.
Yeah, kind of feels like it.
Yeah.
Scored everything.
So-
said all the shit.
So, guys, if you want to follow Amanda on Instagram, she doesn't do a lot of movie things, but
I don't really do
it's
it.
at Luckyguppy73. Do this again. We're going to start over right now, thanks to Cody. All right, the first movie. No,
Oh God, no, I'm done.
but no.
Oh, no,
I think we'll do another high five. You know, what'd be really funny is if we did a high five with my 5 favorites,
Oh, shit, Piper.
and then we both scored them live.
That means I have to watch Exorcist.
No, I wouldn't have you do that. It would be
Because I didn't torture you with the
no.
movies I picked. I could have.
You could have really beaten me up with this. It would have been like, okay, so we're watching. I don't know what you'd pick, but my first thought
Letters
was
to Juliet.
Letters to. Oh, I was thinking like that Angus Thongs and Snogging or whatever.
Oh God, I didn't even think about that one.
Because that's the first thing that popped into mind. Please don't make me watch that one again. Man. But yeah, no, it'd be Independence Day, Count of Monte Cristo.
Yeah.
You know.
Like, I also try to pick some things you haven't done before.
Yeah.
Probably because I have so many movies
Yeah.
that I could put on the list. Thank you.
Thanks, Movie Hunter. Thumbs high. Thanks, Adam. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah, man, it had a great list, and it was really cool. Oh,
Eclectic.
we got a show that we're thinking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're thinking
You
about.
explain it.
I'm gonna explain it. So the show is gonna be called One Up, and I have this habit of when I talk about the different types of shows, I always make them a number for some reason. So I have Top 10 Tuesday and Hi-5, Take 2 at the end of the month,
Ow.
and now One Up. So what we're going to do is try to one up each other with movies that the other person doesn't like. I haven't figured out all the details yet, but basically we're going to pick a movie each that we're going to have to watch with the other person, and then we're going to talk about each movie and how we felt about it. And the deal is we're going to try to one up each other. You guys are going to vote as to
Who picked the worst
who
movie?
picked the worst movie for the other person. Based on the reaction, not based on whether you feel the movie, but like, oh man, David looked really tortured on that one. And it's probably going to happen because she knows exactly where my weak spots are.
Well, you know where mine are.
I know where yours are.
We have a bigger section to work
I've got
with.
I got a huge section to work with. But we can't just do that. But we're also going to try to do movies that the other person hasn't seen that we think they might like. So this might be a good or bad one up, depending on depending on who wins, I think we're gonna Rochambeau in the beginning, and then whoever wins either picks good or bad, or gets to do the first movie,
Dude.
or gets to pick the second movie, because I think picking the second movie would be more of an advantage. Yeah.
It's like football.
Yeah. So this will be a recorded show. It's not going to be
defer.
live, but look for that. So we're gonna call them 1-ups, and we'll probably start doing that here in the next week or so. Other than that, for the 4K Lowdown, we have our
Awesome.
Monday streams on Instagram, which we're going to resume next Monday. We didn't do it this
Thank
week
you.
because of the holiday. And and then we have our top 10 Tuesday, which next week we're going to do top 10 found footage movies or point of view films.
Oy.
Um,
No, Piper.
so documentary style, POV, or found footage, all that kind of qualifies. Hair, all everywhere.
Don't touch it.
Don't touch it.
Not touching.
And then, of course, I've got some Hi-5s coming up with a few special guests, so look for those coming up. Until then, I think we're going to sign off. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Piper, stop it.
Say bye-bye. Quit touching my keyboard. We're signing off. Bye, everybody. Thanks.
Bye.
Take care.
God, my